Welcome to a mid-month collective reading, everybody. I'm Kat. Thank you for joining me. When we did the first February collective reading, there was a lot of energy about diving into the heart space, taking a look at what's in there, and clearing stuff out. It's not really surprising with the energy happening in February. We had a Leo full moon in the meantime, so a lot of clearing and releasing happening there, especially blockages that may be standing in our way for shining our brightest, stepping into our star energy, and allowing ourselves to be in the spotlight a little bit. Now, when I was kind of doing the pre-meditation for this meeting, this is a meeting, I guess. Maybe there is a meeting coming up. Maybe we are preparing for a meeting or giving some kind of presentation or something like that, because there was a lot of information coming through about fun and smiling. I got the hit on a fake smile. That doesn't quite, the kind of smiling that doesn't quite hit the eyes. It's very forced looking, like, yeah, okay. And working on relaxing into that. So the feeling I was getting is maybe somebody out there or individuals out there who feel maybe there's like a worried about our teeth, like maybe we don't like our teeth or we don't like what happens to our cheeks or something when we smile. Feeling uncomfortable with the way that we actually look when we smile is the feeling that I was getting with it. And I got two kind of downloads with that. One was fun meditation. And I'm not sure if that's, I think it is the case that sometimes we take our meditative practices a little bit too seriously, that even, a lot of the music and the stuff that's produced to help with meditation is all very slow or somber sounding when you listen to it. So I got the hit that if we, maybe look for some music to meditate to that has a little bit more of an uplifting tone to it, something that's a little bit more fun to listen to, and allow the meditation to be fun, to be joyful, to set the intention to have a good experience with that. So I'm getting the sense that maybe we've been taking the inner work a little too seriously, being a little too hard, looking for the resistance points or trying to clean up and do some healing. And it would be really helpful at this time to kind of shift gears a little bit and focus on fun thoughts or of fun meditation, looking for something more uplifting in the inner space. There was something about the tension in the facial muscles. So maybe we are very tense somewhere, like in the jaw area or in the temple area. It's true, certainly, that we carry a lot more tension in our facial muscles than we realize that we do. So maybe getting a facial massage or looking up a video that's like a lymphatic drainage, just to stimulate those muscles and get them to relax a little bit and feel a little bit more at ease. Sometimes when we have a tension that's, say, a blockage to fun or celebration or laughter, it comes through in an uneasiness in our smile, and then it translates also physically into a tension of the muscles in the face, and it translates to an uncomfortable feeling physically. So it may help to release some of that physical repercussion of the uncomfortable feeling to get into some lymphatic drainage or some sort of a facial massage for yourself. Now, I also got some imagery that is related to the path of least action. And this, I know it sounds like if you listen to Abraham, it sounds like the path of least resistance, but this is actually a physics principle that sort of all things in the universe use the path of, I think the path of least action is a little bit of a misleading name for it. It's really the path of optimal momentum. So whatever gains the most momentum, using the least amount of action. So I think there's a tendency to think this means no action or not doing anything, but it really means allowing the natural forces of physics in the universe to take you in the path that is the easiest, that flows the fastest. The fastest point between point A and point B, or the fastest path between point A and point B, is always to let that natural flow of things gain the momentum and get you there. If you look it up, you can look up videos about this on YouTube as well. It's almost like a curve, or it looks like this There is also some, I don't know if this is a personal connection for somebody or what, but it's also, I'm almost seeing it like a boulder rolling down a ramp that's curved that way. And there is, it's almost in like an ancient city setting, like we're like big stone building construction. So it's giving like Mayan maybe, or Egyptian. So if that resonates for somebody, or maybe somebody's been contemplating ancient civilizations recently, or, you know, pondering like how ancient peoples used to think about things or process information, there's some connection there with an ancient civilization of some kind. Let's pull some cards for this, for mid-month. We'll get some base energy, please, my friends. Whoa, jumping right out. We have number 14, vibration, 100%. We've got number 1, receive healing, coming out. And we'll get one more for the base energy, but I'm already loving it. And number 17, negativity. Yes. And this totally relates to what I was feeling here. You can see on this, I'll pull up the pips for it, but you can see on this number 14 card for vibration that this fairy is actually, she's standing on the back of a bat here, and bats use echolocation. They sense vibration in order to pick their path, and they do this super well. They're specifically adapted for doing this. And so with this card, I feel like it's if we feel like we can't see clearly, or we can't see the path clearly, because this card is also at nighttime. So if we feel like we're trying to sense our way through a path that's dark, we don't know where we're going with it, the use of vibration, of echolocation with your energy is a completely valid way to find the path and follow the path. And there are examples of creatures in this world who do that specifically, and they are masterful at it. So I feel like we are working on our mastery of being able to pick out that path, the path of least action, to get us to where we need to go, even when we can't use our other senses to find where it is. I love that we've got the receive healing and the negativity card coming out as well, because there was definitely an element of self-judgment, or not being able to let our smile reach our eyes, or just feeling a blockage in some way for actual happiness or actual joy, and finding the fun in meditation, or finding the fun in your daily life. And the receive healing card you can see here is that angel is coming down. They've got in their hand there the symbol for healing, and you can see this person is in the bed, and it's almost like, again, there's this symbology of nighttime. We're receiving healing, maybe potentially through our dreams. It's a good idea to pay attention right now to what we're dreaming about. If you don't have a dream journal, I really recommend starting one. I've kept one for years. It's so helpful to have a record of what's going on in the subconscious. But your angels and guides definitely coming through with a healing vibration for you. Potentially through dreams, or at nighttime is a good time to receive that. All right. And it does feel like what we're healing is going to be whatever this aspect is that we're looking at in a negative fashion. And it can be like a long time coming with it, like potentially something we weren't even actually aware of. Let's get some tarot to clarify, please, my friends. Thank you. All right. So on this vibration card, we've got the Ace of Pentacles coming up, the Nine of Pentacles coming up, and the Five of Swords coming up. And I love this in this context. The Five of Swords is often interpreted negatively in readings because it does have an air of ruthlessness. It kind of has a vibe of victory at all costs, or I'm just going to take swords from other people. I'm just going to do what I need to do. But it can actually be interpreted in a positive way. It's a motivation. It's feeling like we're going to have our victory at all costs. We're finally energetically ready to just do whatever it takes to make to get stuff done and make things happen. And coming up with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, this is a brand new start of abundance, a brand new idea about abundance, a new opportunity coming through that is leading to independence, beauty, stability, generosity. The Nine of Pentacles is very much an energy worth cultivating. It can be financial independence for some people, but it can also just be living in an abundant vibration and knowing that that good things are coming your way. Ace of Pentacles coming your way. And we almost have with this energy, this Five of Swords energy, a ruthless sort of attitude about it. I think finally I'm getting like just finally fed up of feeling like garbage. And I feel that. I know I get that feeling. We don't want to feel like garbage anymore. Yes, and coming up as a clarifier on that is the Chariot card. So we are making moves, getting a move on, and actually shifting our vibration in the way that we need to. I love that. Thank you, friends. I do think that we as human form, we tend to intellectualize and understand concepts and think about concepts. But then when the energy and the real integration of that hits, it clicks into place and things really start to move for us. Echo location activated. Yes. All right. On the center card for Receive Healing, we've got the Fool coming up, the Two of Cups coming up, the Emperor coming up. Somebody, after digging into our heart spaces with the beginning of this month energy, and it's, you know, it's hard to avoid. It's hard to avoid the energy of love in February, both for cultural socialization reasons, but I think that anything that shapes our energy in a direction where we needed to take a look at things is a positive thing. And it feels like the receiving healing we're getting is definitely about love, whether this is self-love or external love. But the Two of Cups and the Emperor is definitely is giving a perfect match with a person coming in, and to have an open mind, a beginner's mindset about soul connections and what is a perfect match and what that Emperor looks like. So whatever it is that we've had in our vibration previously about this that was blocking a true match from coming in or really clogging up the heart space, it looks like we're receiving healing on this. Our angels and guides have opened up those doors for us, helped us to see what things needed to be moved, what vibrations needed to be shifted. And like I said, echolocation turn on. We're in a Fool's energy, a beginner's mindset when it comes to the concept of love and self-love, and what a perfect match actually constitutes here. Beautiful. Thank you, friends, for that. Yeah, because we have the Five of Cups as the qualifier. So there's definitely been an anxiety over it or disappointment over it. The Five of Cups is kind of a mourning of things that just don't feel like they resonate with us, something lost. But the caveat to the Five of Cups is that the two cups behind the person in the image, this is a different artwork on the card, but on the standard artwork for the card, there's two cups in the upright behind the individual on the card. And this card coming up in this spread here with the Two of Cups in it says to me that we're finally overcoming that and turning around and seeing the two cups that were behind us and following that different path. All right, we've got the Hermit on the negativity card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So absolutely, we have taken our beating, I think, when it comes to negativity, negative thought processes, and going within and examining the negativity and the lack mentality. This combination of cards says that I think we've done the internal work and the thought processes, and the idea now would be to turn the turn the meditations and the internal work into cultivating a vibration that's more fun and uplifting. Nine of Wands is, it's usually called the Wounded Warrior card, and it indicates that we've been through the battle, we've taken some lumps, taken some beatings along the way. But there's also a wisdom that comes with the Nine of Wands as well. And there's a strong sense of wisdom that comes with the Hermit card. So I think that we are now aware of our negativity and our lack mindset, where those things are concerned. Let's get the clarifier, please, my friends. The Two of Wands, absolutely. We're ready to start. We are ready to start thinking about and planning and getting our heads in the future and thinking about things differently than we have before. I love that. Negativity in check. And really awareness of it is, it's not just the first step, it's a giant step. Realizing realizing the things we've been saying to ourselves and the stories that we've been telling ourselves over and over again that really just aren't stories we want to continue, and emerging from that process, maybe a little beat up, but a whole lot wiser for it. All right, let's get some top end energy here, please, my friends. Oh, all right, all three at once, jumping out. We've got the Swan, number 12, transformation and trusting in psychic gifts. Beautiful. Oh, it's really shiny. I'll put the pip up anyway. The Swan card is beautiful. It's kind of about the transformation into your most beautiful form, or your highest and greatest self, and trusting the flow of things. It's coming up on top of that vibration card, so 100%. The Wealth card, wonderful, number 34. I love it. That's coming out on that healing as well. The top end energy for it. Wealth can be obviously financial. It can be an abundance coming in that helps you receive whatever it is that you're trying to do. But it can also just be a wealth of other things. It can be a wealth of healing. It can be a wealth of love. The Wealth card basically says that whatever it is that you're needing to move on with the next phase or the next portion, with this Two of Cups and the Fool card and the Emperor down here, you are going to have it in abundance. You are going to have a wealth of that energy flowing to you, being flowed to you. Everything you need is coming in for you. And then you have the number 14 card, the Frog, cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. Thank you, my friends. That one almost doesn't even need an explanation. It speaks for itself. We'll get some tarots and clarifiers on top of it and see what they have to say. With this higher dimensional energy going on. What do we got? We've got the Nine of Cups coming up on this one. The Ace of Pentacles, again, repeating itself with a different deck. And the World card coming up. Is so brilliant. I love when the cards repeat themselves, especially in the same column over here with the Ace of Pentacles coming up, both in the 3D and in the higher realm energy for something. And the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. It's something that we've been wanting, something that we've been preparing for, something that we've been cultivating in our vibration. And the World is a closing out of cycles and a beginning of new ones. It's opening up a whole new chapter. And to have that coming up on top of the Swan, the transformation and trusting in the psychic gifts, is a beautiful alignment of energy for us. I love that coming up here. Woo! Sometimes it's a message, and sometimes I'm just clumsy. And the Nine of Pentacles repeating with it. Yeah, Spirit means what they say here. is that your wish fulfillment for like beauty, independence, abundance, generosity, just being able to shine in your own energy, in your own space, the opportunity for that is here for you. A whole new chapter of energy unfolding. I love it. And with the vibration card and the trusting and the psychic gifts, it's all about your echolocation, feeling your way to it with an energy of fun and excitement, getting into the Fool energy here. Let's get some cards on top of this wealth card. What do we got a wealth of? We've got the Judgment card coming up. The Fool card coming up. Or the Hanged Man, sorry. Oh my gosh. Hanged Man, Judgment. One more, please. And the Two of Pentacles coming up with that. So there is a ton of higher dimensional or angelic assistance happening here. The Judgment card is being raised up to a new life or a new way of being, a higher level of self. The Hanged Man with the Two of Pentacles, there's definitely a shift in perspective that's happened with this healing that is bringing in abundance. And the Two of Pentacles is about balancing the energy here, being nimble, or I'm getting it as like nimble. Let's get the clarifier on it and see if there's more to that. Feels like an incomplete thought, guys. Yeah, okay, the Six of Cups coming out with that. Thank you so much. So there's a shift of perspective, a new way of looking at things, and a nimbleness of how we are reflecting on the past, how we look at nostalgia. That helps to bring in this wealth for us. So it's actually giving me the energy of like whatever story we've been telling ourselves, maybe specifically regarding love and abundance. Elevating our energy to a higher dimensional point of view on it, just to shift the perspective on maybe why things happened or how things happened. Maybe choosing to look at different memories, having a more of a fondness or a fun nostalgia, being able to do that dance to shift to the other foot. Thank you. Shifting the thought processes or the energy, the way we're thinking about something, shifting it to the other foot, because there's two sides of every story. And I think that there's a way for us to use our power of nostalgia or to think about our past from a higher dimensional perspective that actually comes off more positive or more fun. We do have good memories as well. And I think it's time that we shift our perspective into remembering the good times, remembering the wealth, remembering the abundance, and remembering how much love there actually was there for us. It's always been there. We just need to dance over to the other foot to remember it and see it. Oops, okay. All right, on this Frog card, which is cleaning house and releasing emotional baggage, we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up, the King of Pentacles coming up. And the Three of Wands coming up. Guys, I really feel like releasing all of this, doing the cleanup, is actually bringing around, with the King of Pentacles, a stability and an abundance and a surety that is ushering in, like, Three of Wands is your ships coming in or something coming through to fruition, or we're finally ready to begin that journey, begin that transformation. Things are actually falling into place. And we're on the precipice of things unfolding for us. And the Seven of Pentacles is like something that's been cultivated, worked on for a long time. And there's maybe even began to be a sense of apathy about it. Like, is this ever going to happen? Or is this ever going to blossom? Is it ever going to come to fruition? And that house cleaning of the energy is like, yes. Changing the way we think about it. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, the Nine of Swords coming out with that. Thank you very much. So they want to make sure that they're clarifying that this is specifically about repeat anxieties and repeat thought processes, maybe fears or worries. And like I said, I did get that message coming in the beginning of the reading that was very much like a fake smile, or, you know, there's some connection to like feeling naturally joyful is ugly or not becoming. That's odd. But maybe, so maybe there is some sort of anxiety or worry here over being authentically joyful, being in your positive energy. And I suppose that could be the case. There's certainly a lot going on like in the exterior world that may make it, you know, being hopeful and joyful right now may seem counterintuitive to some things, right? But they specifically want to bring up that what we're cleaning out, what we're releasing here is whatever the anxiety, the worry, the thing that we've been telling ourselves that's been holding us back from truly expressing exuberance about something. All right, more. They tried to tell me to take the bottom card, but I wasn't listening, which was the Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups, the Moon, and the King of Swords is what fell off of the bottom of the deck as I was trying to put it away. So sometimes when I'm not listening and I'm not trying to cooperate, I get what I get anyway. All right, let's look at this energy. Well, this is certainly, you know, cutting through any confusion on the path or lack of clarity. The King of Swords is going to be somebody who's standing in their truth, representing themselves in a no-nonsense kind of way. It is kind of a serious energy, but I think it's also a very authentic energy. Somebody who's ready to just sit on their throne and be authentically themselves. With the Seven of Cups and the Moon card here is I think that being too much in our head, having too many options, or thinking that we need to figure out how the path goes, thinking that we need to figure out what the path of the law of least action is, what the path of least action is for ourselves, has been throwing some confusion on the path for us. When the Moon card is all about intuition and following the feeling. Again, if we feel like we're in the dark, if we feel like we can't see clearly, there's that echolocation, that vibration that we can follow. And I think that that's your King of Swords here. That's your truth. And that's what's gonna lead you right to the cups that you need, which is this Two of Cups and this Emperor and this open-minded mentality. Starting our vibrational journey over again with a different kind of energy, and open-minded energy. Can we get a closing message, please, my friends? It says, let bygones be bygones. The future can be very different from your past. Give life the opportunity to offer new experiences to you. Don't let your beliefs from your past stand in the way of a bright future. 100%. Thank you for wrapping that up so beautifully, my friends. Thank you for working with us. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you always. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It just pushes the energy out to other people and helps other people get the messages. And we'll see you next time.